anyone. I'm always there, and I feel that the more to be available to everybody that comes into that office and attend to their needs as much as possible. I mean, I can't go into details with their patients or whatever, but just to be there, answer their questions, whatever, but we have an open door policy in my office, and that's what I feel I can keep on doing, just being fair with everybody. That again is being fair. You need to look at each individual when they bring them before you. They're in the jail. I always look at the files first. Is this the first time they've been there? They're repeat offenders, or what? How long have they been doing this? And then from that, I feel that you can set their bonds and be fair about it. Like somebody said, you just don't go in there and give everybody a $10,000 bond. It depends on the offense and their, how long if they have ever been there before. I'm Mary Jones. I am the incumbent. I hold the position of Justice of the Peace right now. I was born and raised in Fentress, in Caldwell County. I've lived there all my life. Graduated from Burley High School a million years ago, and then from Southwest Texas, because it always be Southwest Texas to me, not Texas State. Okay. Graduated with a teaching degree, went out and taught little kids. I retired after 36 years in the education business. I was a religious education teacher for 20 plus years also. And when I took office, I ran on a judge for the people. And I believe that in my 3 years that I've been there, I have proven that I am a judge for the people. I will talk to anyone that needs anything, that has a question. I'm on call 24/7. That's part of our job. And I don't mind doing it. I've been doing it. Day before yesterday, I started out at 3:30 in the morning and didn't quit until about 8 o'clock last night. I love it, and I've proven that I can do it. And besides doing our education that as mandatory, in the last 3 years, I've gone over and above what we needed. I've been inducted into the State Justice Court Judges College 2 years running. And I'm up for it again this year. That's from doing extra work. Being a teacher from the heart, I know what it means, to deal with people. I dealt with the little ones, now I'm just dealing with the bigger ones. And you've got to have a lot of compassion and be fair. And I believe that I can be fair with everyone. So on February the 16th, early voting, I ask for your vote and your support.
I understand that when they come into contact here, it's the most important event in their life at that time. So you need to handle it that way, not just as a docket number, for example, but being compassionate if you need to be compassionate. If they're repeat offenders, you need to remind them that, hey, this is the second, third, whatever occasion it may be. But at the same time, you want to see if you can stem the tide right there, or help them to see if they can take this opportunity to turn their life around. So I think just knowing and realizing and letting them know that you're taking this as importantly as they are with the situation. Probably none, but hoping that there will be established policies and procedures. For one, I see or realize that a lot of times the defendant will have already been read some rights when they were arrested in the field, if that was the case. If that's the case, you want to be sure that when you review their rights that they understand them, because sometimes there's a communication problem. And anyway, the bottom line is you want them to know that they're innocent until proven guilty. And basically, I also want the staff and the officers to know that, hey, once you arrest somebody, then the burden is on you. You have to. The defendant can't really do anything. Whatever happened out there happens. They may come and defend themselves, may do a good or a bad job, but you want them to know what their rights are, and basically the whole staff to understand that it is going to be the state or the county's responsibility to prove them guilty, because they're going to be innocent until the end. My name is ALFONSO, and I ask you to vote. What I have to offer is that I've been a public servant my whole career. 29 years of state service. I've recently retired, so as far as availability, I will be available. I don't have a second business. I don't have a job. I don't, I plan on serving, and and I plan on serving the people. 25 of those years, I was a state game warden. I retired as a major. In my career, I was the emergency management coordinator during such events as the floods in Del Rio in 1998, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Rita, working with different groups, which I think that I would be working with the constable's office, the sheriff's office, the bail bondsman, people who come into the JP's office. There we worked with all the state agencies, getting in the State Operations Center for Emergency Management, applied for grants there with the federal, with FEMA, Federal Emergency Management Agency. I got about $11.5 million for Katrina, and about $13 million for Hurricane Rita. That's some of the experience I can bring. With computers, yes, we do computers, and if automation, if we need to review that, we can look at that. We can check processes. I ask you to vote for me because I think I would bring a lot of professional experience. I was the voting law administrator for the state of Texas. I was also had an opportunity to attend the FBI National Academy in Quantico, Virginia. Police management courses there. I was on the senior staff for the law enforcement division. We managed a budget of about $50 million, for all the officers and all the facilities, etc.
Thank you, sir.